You look out at the city you were born in decades ago. You're sure glad you weren't there when this devastation happened. You might have gotten hurt. On the bright side, you won't have to pay those delinquent traffic tickets. You look out. It was the I Love Lunacy show. You must have briefly tuned into the electronic entrails of some long-lost civilization. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... This view provides a flashback to a recent adventure. It looks real hot out there. Hot enough for thermo-weave underwear. This is Roger. This is Roger on Ortega. Any questions? The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Nothing much happens. That must not have been a valid code. Try again. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Peering through the port, you see an unusual land. Its wind-carved pinnacles and buttes bring back memories of the planet Corona, where this whole adventure mess started. You've seen a lot of plateaus and sloping hills before, but this one's a butte. The entire horizon undulates in enticing peaks, curves, and crevices for which Estros is famous. The shale-like shelves provide a stairway to the unknown. You've seen a lot of plateaus.
Hello!
Nothing happened. It would serve. It smells. You can't use. Nothing happened. Tasting the cooling time pod would not be a good idea. As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations carved over millions of years, you can't help but be overwhelmed by a sense of your own insignificance.
Hello!
As you look around...
Whoa! What was that?
A mysterious shadow quickly moves from your view. You get the feeling you're not alone here. The water here is quite deep. Here at the base of the buttes lies the legendary Sea of Estros. The shimmering crystal-clear water is calm and inviting, giving no hint of the currents that could suck you under fast enough to pull your skin off and leave your insides standing on the shore. We could show you that, but it would be in bad taste. There is no... It smells It needs salt. All around you stretch the stony outcroppings of the Estros Buttes. A slender spire of angry red rock arches its way upward, poking searchingly into the sky and plunging down into the beautiful canyons of Estros. What lovely scenery! You're surrounded by spires of sand and rock. The ravages of wind, water, and time have exposed strata in the butte, which serve as steps to other areas. Far below, the waters of Estros beckon to you. It's... We're glad you could play. We're... We're... Wow, what an incredible view! Wow! You see a huge nest in the distance below you. There is no reply. You talk to yourself. Hey, those talon things hurt. You didn't much care for the landing either. The huge nest is constructed of sticks and assorted being parts gathered from this bleak planet. It is then cemented in place by a generous helping of pterodactyl saliva. My. Rather than the sequel policeman penetrating the inner sanctum of the nest, the reverse obviously occurred. You frisk the skewered sequel policeman and turn up a paper-wrapped wad of used chewing gum. This lumpy paper-wrapped wad looks mighty interesting. Nothing happened. These symbols look vaguely familiar. Your pocket pal now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it. The inedible portions of the pterodactyl's previous meals lie scattered about the nest. Keep your hands, don't mess, keep your...
You've got a lot of nerve coming back here, Roger Wilco. After leaving me the way you did, you male scum. This is the last woman you'll ever dump on. Right, girls?
Right.
Said you couldn't be tied down.
I said that?
You said you had to be free to roam the galaxy.
Was that me?
You'll be sorrier than you look. We'll see to that.
Yeah.
Into the sub, flyboy.
The submarine has a sporty look to it, distinctly hydrodynamic compared to those fine vessels you've traveled aboard recently. She looks like she might be familiar to you someday. However, the gun in her hand looks like it could limit the chance of any lasting relationship in the future, or the past. Her spear gun is pointed in a direction that eliminates any need for second thought. This one looks committed to finding out just how good you'd look on a spit. You hope these women soon realize that they must have the wrong guy. This is a sea cave. You're not sure what it is, but you bet it would look cool spewing through the propellers.
This is Zandra. We are approaching checkpoint 6. Prepare to open the tunnel door. Activate the door.
It looks like they have quite a fortress here. It looks...
Sit down.
Comfy, Mr. Wilco?
Hey, what are you doing? Let me go, witch!
Shut up! Your whimpering sickens me. I'll teach you not to run out on me. Thorine is quite knowledgeable in the ways of torture. I'll let the two of you get acquainted. Thorine, do your stuff.
With pleasure, Zandra.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine. This is Epirip 357, the most powerful hand-hair remover in the universe, and it's capable of shaving your legs clean off. I've always wanted to see a man shave with one of these, but I guess you'll do. Now you'll know the meaning of the word pain. It's a sea slug! Run, girls!
It's a slimy slug tongue. This switch activates a laser. Shiny stainless steel instruments cover the surgical tray. Some of them look vaguely familiar as veterinary instruments. Desperately, you try to push the button, but the restraints are just too tight.
Our hero!
Wasn't he great, girls? Well, Raj, I guess we can call it even. Thank you for ridding our fortress of that slimy, awful sea slug. I know I can't blame you for backing out at the last minute. I guess I was a little overbearing. Sorry. Can we still be good friends?
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
No, Roger, you were right. You don't need to spare my feelings. It just wasn't meant to be. It's better this way. Well, girls, I feel like celebrating. Let's go shopping!
Meanwhile, back in Space Quest 12...
Well, what have we here?
This is the rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time sector. He had just aided Wilco in escaping. The readout on his time gun indicates that Wilco was successfully transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer a concern. Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son. Then he will be destroyed once and for all.
Meanwhile, back in...
Well, that was...
It's just another vital part of the Galaxy Galleria shopping mall. It's just It's an Autobucks teller machine card. You can't do keep your You pick up the ATM card. An Autobucks teller machine card. This guy looks like the living torso. This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop. It's the Zero-G Skatorama. Here, the gravity generators have no effect, providing an ideal and unique entertainment opportunity for the entire family. The rest of the it's the Zero-G. It's the Zero. It's the Zero. The rest of the Galaxy the walls protect shoppers from wayward skaters. It's the Zero-G skaters look to be having fun, but don't get in their way. They enjoy playing Spin the Dweeb with anyone who wanders in. Why, it's Buckazoid Bill's Arcade and Sushi Bar. Geez, this guy could be a whole basketball team. The sign reads, Big and Tall. Monolith Burger, the only fast food chain to survive the infamous food wars. This guy, or is it a gal, doesn't look like anybody or anything you've ever seen before.
No shirt, no shoes, no service.
Pardon me, sir. You appear to be in dire need of my services.
This suit is a replacement shell for some sort of exoskeletal wanderer. And hey, check out those boots. This looks like a pressure suit for something with upper body appendages. It looks like a slipcover for a snake. The well-dressed alien will want to be seen in this lovely ensemble, perfect for those nights out at the Solar Ballet. This one looks like it might have been designed for ceremonial function. Small fixtures emit rays of visible light, greatly aiding the sighted shopper. The bargain shelves are loaded with all types of great things nobody... This is the store's dressing room. It's a Bean Counter 200 revenue collection device. Don't mess with it. This is your friendly sales clerk. It doesn't smell great.
I'm sorry, I lost my boots and the legs of my pants in a deadly fight with a giant sea slug, which I won in the nick of time with my clever thinking and my, cleverness.
I see. Well, all right. Let me get your measurements. We've got just the thing for the likes of you. I assume you will be wanting something in the generic Space Hero line? These will do for you. Try them on in the dressing room here if you wish.
You change your clothes, not forgetting the items in your pocket. You never know when you'll need them. You step out looking good as new.
That will be a 20 buckasoids, please.
An Autobucks Teller machine card.
Thank you so much for shopping with us, sir. Do come back soon.
Yeah?
Maybe it would be unwise to order a bacon burger. Maybe it's the gruff, unpersonable manager. No, Roger, the idea is to earn money, not give it away. Woo! This dude smells like a pigsty. Woo!
I'd like,
We're out of it. We're out of everything, including employees. Would you like to apply for a job? You would, huh? Well, this is the greatest opportunity you've ever had, kid. Benefits up the wazoo, and if you stick with me half an hour or so, I'll make you my assistant manager. Now, how would you like that?
gee, thanks.
Warning, the following sequence contains explicit arcade action and is not recommended for die-hard adventure players, the arcade squeamish, or those with poor to non-existent motor skills.
This is so easy, a human could probably do it. Burger comes out of the oven. Drop on your lettuce, your pickle, squeeze on your mayo, squirt on your mustard, on goes your ketchup, top it off with your sesame seed bun. You make 'em my way, and if you mess up enough times, you're out of here. Got it? If you need to know how to run the assembly line, read the sign. Just click it with the mouse or press R.
You can't... Don't... Keep your... Keep your... You... It's more unimportant counter space. There's that Hey, this belongs to someone else. That's not... You can't... Don't. Don't.
You're fired! My janitor could do a better job than you could.
It's the Software Excess Store. If it's soft, we're aware. For some reason, there is a gathering here. Probably some kind of customer detection system. It's the... You never noticed how much adventure game players tend to smell like potato chips, beer, and money. With the way this crowd smells, you'd want to lick them. You talk to yourself.
What's going on in there?
The two geeks from Andromeda are in there signing copies of their latest release.
What's going...
I just told you! The two geeks from Andromeda are in there signing copies of their latest release.
What's going on in there?
Beat it, jerk!
You obviously don't resemble a blonde woman. Fringe, Would that be too daring? Would stripes look good on me? You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight. Hey, not bad for a robotic mannequin. It's a nice outfit. The skin color and cape make a statement. The latest in swank fashion, displayed in a number of horrifying colors. These wigs are the latest fashion, if you have a cone head or like the purple haze look. All the best dressed bipedal female fashion slaves shop here at Socks. The dazzling decor is just eye-numbing enough to make the price tags hard to read. Wow, you think to yourself, this place is fancier than Fredericks of Uranus. You check out the clerk. You've always had a thing for women with antenna. The rich smell of robotic lubricants wafts through your smell buds. It tastes like Tarnex. Well, at least your tongue is tarnish-free. It is darn tempting, but you realize that duty calls and this will have to wait. Maybe you could cruise back by when the game is over.
Hiya, hun. I'm Maybot, fashion consultant to the Cosmos. What can we, do with you today?
Well, this is kinda hard to explain.
Oh, let me guess. You want something for someone very special. Someone who died to get the latest in high galactic fashion. Are we right, or are we right?
We're right.
Okay. What size does she take?
Oh, 38.
Oh, I don't think we're right about that.
I'm not sure, but she's built about like me.
Is she? A likely story. Good thing for you, I can keep a secret, sweetie. I'm sure this will suit that special someone's needs. It's all the rage. I suppose you'll want to try it on now. Here, use this dressing room. And honey, if your special someone needs a wig, this one should look pretty good on you. Very lovely, honey. It's made for you. Would you like us to wrap it up? Or would that special someone prefer you to wear it home?
I think I'll wear it home.
Just what we thought. That will be 60 buckazoids, sicko. Appreciate it, hun. Thanks for shopping at Saks.
It's just another... It's a cigar, but not much more than a butt. You retrieve the cigar butt.
Sorry, but the crowd completely cleaned out my stock of Sierra software. The only thing that's left is boring home and business application software, along with a few inferior games. But feel free to look around anyway. If you're here to return something, forget it. We have a strict no returns policy. I'd like to help you out, guy, but you know how corporations are.
The software selection seems to be pretty slim, except for the bargain bin near the entrance. The clerk is keeping his eye on you. The clerk was right. Only boring applications software remains. You'd better not. You talk. The distinctive aroma of Centauri Moon number 5. You can't use that here. You can't. That's not a very. It would. A bargain bin containing discount software. You don't need to look at the latest bomb from master storyteller Maury Bryanarty. Boom! Is a post-Holocaust adventure set in post-Holocaust America after the Holocaust. Neutron bombs have eradicated all life, leaving only you to wander through the wreckage. No other characters, no conflict, no puzzles, no chance of dying, and no interface make this the easiest to finish game yet. Just boot it up and watch it explode.
Didn't find anything you like, huh?
It's the newest in the wacky Jaime Lipschitz series. Jaime, son of a wealthy New York furrier, has gone wild with Dad's frequent flyer vouchers again. Can you track Jaime down and bring him home to meet the girl Mom's picked out for him? Hold on to your yarmulke. Yes, Jaime Lipschitz strikes again. 640K, Ronald MT-32, and 3.5 circumcision required.
Didn't find anything you...
It's here at last, with a combination of SAI, Simulated Artificial Intelligence, and VRAI, Virtually Real Artificial Intelligence. We at Max This Software have created a simulated simulator experience that's unlike anything you've ever simulated playing before. With SimSim, you can create a simulated environment in which you can create any simulated environment you want. Following closely on the heels of his hit Tic-Tac-Toe construction set, Phil Fudge does it again. Using a simple point-and-click interface, you construct the checkerboard of your dreams. Fill in an 8x8 grid with squares of your choice, red or black, in any arrangement, as long as it's alternating. Don't like it? Erase it and start all over again. Requires MCGA, CGA, VGA, PGA, or Ta-ra-ra-boom-GA. Presenting the latest in the award-winning King's Quest series, from the still-active mind of aging Roberta Williams III, latest in the award-winning Roberta Williams series. What happens when Old Man Graham and his family are kicked out of Daventry Condo Association? You'll meet the fabulous Bernoulli brothers, Professor Cd-rom, and of course Rumpelstiltskin, over 12 gigabytes in length. From the folks who brought you Astro Chicken. When it comes to stimulating chickens, Chuck Egger is the expert. And now you can learn from him. Design the chicken of your choice. Over 40 options including lips, no lips, and laying frequency. And take your creation for a wild ride over real barnyard scenery, based on an authentic flight model of a chicken. You're in for a peck of fun now. The two guys from Andromeda's latest sci-fi comedy, Space Quest 4, will give you hours of frustration unless you have this hint book. Want to know how to get the dog into the hanging basket? Want to find out how to attach the melon? Buy this hint book and it all becomes obvious. You'll hit your head and say, "Boy, how stupid could I have been? A moron could have figured this out. I must be a real dimwit, a pathetic nimno, a wretched, idiotic excuse for a human being not to have figured out these simple puzzles in the first place." Try it and see.
Ah! I see you've made a selection from our box of slop, bargain bin. Excuse me, ma'am. Would you like to pay for that?
An SQ4 hint book.
Thank you.
What can I do for you, doll?
I'd like,
We're out of it. We're out of everything. Would you like to apply for a job?
Having already purchased the dress, you decide to stick with men's clothes from now on, even though it was almost too enjoyable. As you change your clothes, you think to yourself that even in drag, you still have incredible animal magnetism. Or is that just a lack of deodorant?
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Yeah?
I'd like,
Oh, you again. What do you want? Would you like to apply? You would, huh? Well, this is the greatest ever. You heard the pitch before. Just don't screw up, or I'll land you on your ear again. Got it?
gee, thanks. What a swell boss.
Warning, the following scene.
This is so easy. If you need to know.
Keep your... Keep your... Don't. You can't. Don't. Keep your...
You're fired!
It's very pleasant. It's very... You can't do... The sign says Ms. Astro Chicken. Your best score on Captain Zappo was 251. This kid has 15,290,912. Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of your youth. Little did you know that all those hours of playing blazin' paddles were in preparation for being a space guy hero type. Watching this... As you look around the arcade, you see that some of your old favorites are still working. Monaco Princess Stunt Drivin', Choke and Croak, Ghetto Blaster, and Dweeb Hunter. The air is filled with smoke, sweat, and ozone, reminding you of your favorite cologne, Night in Programming. It's some sort of video art form. As you look around... This game, Dweeb Hunter, reminds you too much of your present predicament. And guess who the dweeb is? This slime flyer machine has seen better days. Gazing at the wastebasket, your impulse, nay, your very instinct, nay, the very fibers of your being, scream out for you to pick up that garbage. Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of... Watching this... Your pocket pal now has power. Yes. It would. Nothing happened. An S. Nothing happened. It would. Nothing. You can't. It would. Oh. You don't need to look. It would serve. Boy, isn't it just like a sequel police cyborg to guard the main entrances and exits? There's probably not much in this robot's head.
Welcome to our automated catalog. Let us be your gateway to what's new and exciting in the world of 24th century electronics. Through the pages of our automated catalog, you will find gifts for the whole family. For Dad, look in electronic gadgets for our selection of stereo components. For Mom, peek into the electronic mommy for a variety of labor-saving devices and marital aids. For Sis and little brother, browse our Techno-Tots toy department for the latest in electronic playboards. Shopping our automated catalog is as easy as snapping your digital appendages. Using your mouse or tab key, simply point to the menu item of your choice and press enter, or click the mouse button. Should you get confused, simply return to the top menu and begin anew. Thank you for These special sale items are available for a limited time only. Availability is limited to items in stock, as is only, no returns. Re-Shrink Wrap 2000. Work for a large retail software chain? Like to take the products home and These reshrink faux component Swiss Army Micro Entertainment Center. Styled to look like a real set of miniature components, this is a complete home entertainment center in one 4x6-inch box. Dodecaphonic around sound processor. Ever notice how flat and unexciting normal stereophonic, quintrophonic, and octaphonic recordings are? With the Cd-rom TV. Move over CD-rom, CDG, CDI, and CD-TV. Cd-rom TV does everything. Pocket Pal Portable Terminal. Say, is that a complete workstation in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me? Pocket Pal Connector. If you're a proud owner of our ever-popular Pocket Pal Portable Terminal, you have no doubt noticed that, without the proper connector, it is virtually useless. Fortunately, at this moment, our exclusive Pocket Pal connector is on sale for just 1,999 buckazoids. Get yours now before the price goes up even further. Armatroid 2500, a remote control toy for all ages. The Armatroid 2500 is a mobile robotic arm that can swivel, turn, pick up light objects, tear. Yobot, the Ramboid robot. Weather radio, hours of fun. Iceman Pocket Ice Machine. This miracle of modern engineering fits in purse or pocketbook and freezes 15 pounds of ice cubes per hour. Epachia. Now you can remove unsightly chia growth from upper lip, legs, bikini area, and small clay figurines. Dandy Recipe Beamer. Imagine the situation. The ambassador from Corona is coming for dinner, and all you have handy is a can of condensed cream of Orat soup and a box of nano wafers. Cyber Debunker. If your offspring is turning out to be just another rotten cyberpunk,
It's one of Bohal's sequel policemen. You give the time pod a long glance. These symbols look vaguely familiar. An S. Don't. It would... And... Nothing. Press this with the Reveal-O-Matic. Nothing. It would... It would... The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... Memories race through your mind. You know you've seen this place in your distant past. The low-resolution features look exactly like a place you once visited called Ulence Flats. You're sitting... It's a Walmart force field generation unit. In the distance you see sand dunes and sky. This closely resembles the left side of Droids Be Us. For all of your droid-related needs, see us when we're open. You don't know what it says, but you're sure it's not flattering. This must be the back of a bar. As you check out the sand bikes, you wonder what kind of cheeseball would own one. Looks like this long-legged beauty stands silently, waiting for its jet-faced owner to return. It looks like it came from the planet of the warts. Looks like ordinary sand to me, right? The sign suggests that this place might be a bar. The old bar is still here. The smell of Coronian ale stinks up the place. The aroma leads you to remember vividly your previous visit here. You break out in a cold sweat. You see two guys singing. They don't have time. You see a man behind the bar serving drinks. Some rather drab-looking individuals are hogging the bar. Your attempt to get the matches failed.
Well, looky here. If it ain't Mr. Look at Me, I'm in VGA. What's the matter? Monochrome not good enough for you? What's this? 256 colors all for one little bitmapped wimp? What a waste of VGA. Hey fellas, I bet I can toss them all the way out from the bottom of the stairs. Bitch and ale.
Boy, that was close. Hey, how come their bikes can go through the force field?
This must be the Yugo of spaceships. You wonder why anyone would bother to lock it. This building is quite small. Maybe this is why it's called Tiny's. You've obviously found the location of Tiny's used spaceships. This ship is not for sale. At the bottom of this excavation is a small craft almost totally buried in dirt. You talk to yourself. It doesn't smell. It smells like dirt. It tastes like. You pick up the book of matches.
Hey, aren't you the guy who broke my slot machine? You owe me some money.
Well, I gotta run. My hog pod's double parked. Hey, it's been swell talking to you.
Nothing. You hear a high-pitched whine from the east. Boy, that was close. Scratching your head doesn't make it work any better. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... This is the Sequel Police Dispatch Monitor. You are unable to do anything with that now. It has no noticeable aroma. It tastes like nothing you'd ever want to put your tongue on again. This is a maintenance unit for the... This is a fueling unit. Your innate sense of curiosity makes you wish you knew the way to open this thing. None of the codes you punch in seem to have any effect on the door. You have a jar of green acid. Well, there's not much left of the lock now. You don't need to... It's very pleasant look. You slide the conveniently pre-moistened stogie between your lips, apply a lit match, and proceed to nearly hack up a lung. You cast the old stogie to the ground. It was Slot A. Insert terminal plug here. This maze of cables, ducts, pipes, and glowing panels gives the superbrain computer a sense of being alive. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time-rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally... You talk to your...
faux components. Pocket Pal Portable Terminal.
Your pocket pal. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. And the Pocket Pal screen displays a wealth of almost useful information. You hear an electronic hum approaching from behind you. This maze of cables, ducts, pipes,
Take a good look, Roger. Remember this poor wretched soul, for he is your son.
It's either an electronic eye or a light bulb. It looks like a light of some kind. You see a small keypad. You can't. You can't. Use. Yeah, this looks like toilet material. The Andromedan symbol for life. This is your brain. Looks rather like a security droid of... You've seen this mystic rune somewhere else. Probably represents some tertiary function of the supercomputer brain.
Hello again, Roger. It's me, your old friend, Sludge Volhall. I've taken the liberty of borrowing your son's body. I had to remove him first to make room for my mental self. His is on this disc. Say, it's most enjoyable to be in a young, healthy body, even if it's from your bloodline. In fact, I like it so much, I think I'll keep it. I guess we'll have no use for this anymore. Now it's time to settle things, once and for all. You'd better be careful, though. Keep this in mind. If I die while in this body, that disc will be useless. Your son will never draw another breath. And if you don't defend yourself, you will never live to buff another helmet. Come on, show me what you've got, mop jockey. Is that the best effort you can muster? All this space hero nonsense must be getting to you. You're getting old, Roger. I, on the other hand, am enjoying the physical joys of youth.
The label on the diskette reads, Roger Jr., Brain Tools, Stunt Flyer.
Follow me. There are many things we need to talk about. You must be very confused.
Were Vohal's words true? Are you really my son? You do look a little like me, though not as good looking.
What do you mean, not as good looking? I'm 10 times... Wait. What am I saying? This is no way to start. Yes, what Vohal said is true. I have many things to tell you, Dad. I should start at the beginning. I was born 19 years ago on Xenon. It's always been my home. The Xenon of today, at least up until recently, had made great strides in managing our planet's resources. That included water, minerals, even the talent of our population. We enjoyed peace for so many years, we took it for granted. The creation of the first super biomech computer was the biggest success story in our history. When the Vohal virus was introduced and began to control the computer, a state of total chaos was created. We were unprepared for what followed as Vohal turned our technology against us. The population was quickly decimated. Some of us stayed and tried to fight, some were captured, and some fled the planet. When it seemed there was no hope, we thought of one last, long-shot effort. That was to find the only person in history ever to defeat Vohal. We had to go back in time to find that person, you. We got there just in time.
You had to go back in time to get me? Why wasn't I available in this time? What happened to me? I don't understand.
I'm sorry. There are some things I wish I could tell you, but can't. I know that's not what you want to hear. Believe me, I just can't.
Hey, if you're my son, who's your mother? My wife? Where is she? Who is she?
You sure ask a lot of questions for a janitor. This is my mother and your wife. Her name was Beatrice Wankmeister. She was quite beautiful, wasn't she?
What do you mean, was quite beautiful? What are you saying?
I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have said that. Please, I can't tell you anymore.
I don't believe all this. I'm so confused.
It doesn't matter now. I have to send you back where I found you so that history will properly reflect the events which brought us to this place in time. You won't remember much. This will seem like it was a weird, fuzzy dream. I must get back to the task of contacting all the surviving citizens of our planet. We have a huge task ahead of us. Rebuilding our city and our lives will not be easy, but we will do it. Once more, I have to ask you to enter the time rip. It will return you to Magmetheus in the Space Quest 4 era. Please, go now. It's time. Dad? I'm glad I got to see you, even if only for a few minutes. Xenon owes you a lot. Goodbye, Dad.
So many unanswered questions. The future should prove most interesting for Roger, if he can stay out of trouble long enough to reach it. We're glad you could help Roger get through it all. Thank you for playing Space Quest 4.